toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. The Hawkeyes will kick it away to start us off. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So the Nebraska Cornhuskers offense will go to work first. Blowouts in rivalry games can be the result of a number of factors. Sometimes teams start pressing. Sometimes it just gets away. Sometimes they didn't have the right mindset. The last time they got together, lopsided. What happens this time, David?
But either way, last time affects this time because all you've heard about is we weren't even competitive. This is a rivalry game, a big-time game. We didn't show up. We dishonored our previous teams and squads, and we've got to do better. That's all they've heard coming into this game, Paul.
Yeah, David, I think that was the story the last time these teams played. One team handled the emotion of the game better than the other team. You've got to be able to play within yourselves and play one snap at a time. That last game got away from the losing team. I don't expect that to happen today.
Leaves it with the running back. Defense fills those gaps. He's got... Into the 28.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Makes the grab on third. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move. The Cornhuskers have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through him. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. This crowd, full throat, spinning the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Caught near the sticks. It's Nelson.
Well, one of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
And the Huskers are moving quickly down the field. From the gun, to give, looking for room. Let's talk for just a minute about Nebraska. For some teams, the road into the top 25 can be a little more treacherous than for others. And once you get there, you've got to convince the rest of the country you deserve to stay.
And I think that's what's next for this squad. They've earned the right to get in the top 25. People are noticing what they're doing. Now, let's continue to build on it because they haven't proven they're a top 10 team, and they want to get to that point.
Yeah, let's stay hungry. Let's not be satisfied with the fact that we just broke into the top 20.
Breaks into the open. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play.
And talking to the OC this week, getting this running back going was step number 1. Was priority number 1. He said it makes the whole offense go. Like he is the bell cow. He is the guy. This offense doing exactly what they set out to do on this first drive.
The Huskers back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Quickly complete. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Look, you can't take away everything, right? So you give them that and rally and make a solid tackle.
Yeah, and a lot of times in zone coverage, I like when I can get all the eyes on the quarterback. I like when I can see the routes and see him develop in the middle. And you can tell they had keys on the tight end. He wasn't going anywhere after he caught that football.
These Hawkeye fans know exactly what to do to get behind this D on 3rd down. Fighting off the defender. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there.
I love that from this offense. 3 is good. You're in field goal range, but now we're set up with 1st and goal because of great 3rd down execution by this offense. Stay aggressive. Even when you get in this part of the field, when everything shrinks and gets a little bit harder, you still want to be aggressive.
The Cornhuskers are threatening on 1st and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Nebraska!
And how about the job by this offense? This is not a scrub defense. This is a top 10 defense in college football. You got to take points whenever you can get them. Nice job putting a drive together, putting 6 on the board. No matter how it looks, you just got to keep fighting with this squad.
He'll bring it out. It's locked. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. So Iowa's offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have 2 guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off of defense. You've got 2 very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, David, have proven they can make circus-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open, they're open.
Turning it on! Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, it's going to be hard to stop.
Going to take a shot at this DB. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete. You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do because a lot of times the hatred is so strong. The emotions are so real. The coaches get super tight, and they start talking about things, Jesse, so you don't just treat it as another game.
No, it's hard to handle the anxiety leading up to those games, not just because of what it means to your season, but because of what the fans are saying, what your coaches are saying, what your family and friends are saying, understanding how important those rivalries are.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Blasted as he lets it go.
Great job by the defense dialing out some pressure on 3rd down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
And the Hawkeyes will send out the punt unit. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. They'll start this drive from the 42. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Looking left. Or did he find a hole in that secondary? He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31 and a big pickup on that one. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's 1st down. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Not much there on the run. He gets 1 to the 31.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Can't make the connection. The pressure there calls the missed timing.
And there's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, he wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
The quick out. He gets across the 20 and finally out of bounds at the 19 there in the red zone. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
In the red zone here on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Balls it in. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. The offense threatening. Close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. He's looking to throw. Caught. Touchdown, Cornhuskers. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. We've reached the end of one, and as is tradition here in Iowa City, we take a moment to say hi to the children of the University of Iowa Stead Family Children's Hospital. Hello, kids. No matter how many times you see it, a moving moment here at Iowa between the 1st and 2nd quarter when the entire crowd acknowledges the children across the way. Hope they enjoy the game as we continue in the 2nd quarter. And here's the return. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it in front.
Oh, he's got some space. Running through contact. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds, marking at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. That last big play, one that can really jumpstart a drive. It's 1st and 10 from the 47. Here's the handoff. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
To the air on 2nd down. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
And with that incompletion, man, this crowd, I don't know that they are really happy about what's going on. I mean, they already built a deficit, and they don't have a lot to cheer about. They got to get some kind of rhythm, something going on this offense to ignite this fan base.
Throws for the tight end. He makes the catch. Steered out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. A big pickup, and they are threatening. The Hawkeyes are rolling down the field. Looking downfield on 1st down. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
And this offense, man, they're going to have to figure something out. This is already getting out of hand, but they're going to have to protect their quarterback. They're going to have to start throwing the football and having some success, because right now, they got a bagel up on the scoreboard.
And the Hawkeyes trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Going to sling it on 2nd down. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. And they just can't square him up, and he gets down to the 36.
Man, this guy is so dynamic, and that's why you want to try to get him the ball as many ways as you can. That time, it's a screen throw, and he had some nice blocks downfield, but with his speed and elusive running ability, this dude is dangerous.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking to throw. They've got the screen set up. He breaks a tackle. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down.
Really good job by the defense, understanding 3rd down, the situation of the game. I play a little bit deeper, take away the sticks, react to shorter. I got to go get him on the ground now. Nice job making the tackle, but playing the down and distance first, and now forcing a 4th down.
So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first 2 drives, and they'll try to make it 3 for 3. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
You know, defensively, you live by the blitz and you die by the blitz. That time, they dialed it up into the run play, and the linebacker able to make a nice tackle.
Now the play fake. Stands in and takes the hit. He's got it down the left side. Hits the afterburners. He goes out of bounds after the big play, but there is a penalty marker on the field. Let's see what that one's about. The officials throw the flag, but the offense won't need it. They'll decline that and keep the big play. As a defense, you hate to let them move the chains on a penalty, but that's what they did. It's 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. That's reeled in. It's Scott. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
Here comes the offense on second down. Wants to go up top. Under fire. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked there for 41.
Nice job by this defense here. They didn't do a good enough job on the last drive, but, man, we got to get to the quarterback, affect him, get him in predictable situations like you did right here now on 3rd and long.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. A strike downfield. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Intercepted. They were back in their own end, and they stopped the drive. Brought down at the 11 as he was trying to find enough room to take it back for the pick six. They go to the ground. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. The throw to the outside is complete. Goes out of bounds at the 25, and that's the way to get it out of your own end. They've got it 1st and 10 from the 25. Looking to throw on 1st down. That's caught. It's Covey. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Got his man quickly. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move. This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. Oh, there's an alley to the left. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Hawkeye.
But the one thing you know about this team is they've got a lot of fight in them, and that's a great job responding by the offense on that last drive, capping it off with a really good-looking touchdown run. This is now a one-possession game. We've got a lot of football left to play.
He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. Lining up to add another. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they capped it off with a scintillating 57-yard touchdown run. Fielded in the end zone. It's rigged. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. And boy, they missed an opportunity last time throwing that pick in the red zone, David.
You got to put that frustration behind you. You can't turn it over. That's a cardinal sin. You know better than that, Jesse. You can't take points off the board.
Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Touchdown, Iowa! The defense putting points on the board.
And this is exactly what you dream about for a defense. Forcing the big turnover, making the pick, and then putting points on the board yourself. Great play by the defense.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for 2nd down. They'll run play action. Pocket breaking down. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
Well, you got to know as a quarterback, when you're in an empty set, which means you have no running backs in the backfield with you, you got to be able to get rid of the football. And you're expecting pressure. The clock's going to go off in your head. Not a good job of keeping two hands on the football, and the defense able to knock it loose.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Tries again to get it in. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
After getting that fumble, if you're on offense here, you've got to be thinking touchdown, right? So after that run play, this is a big 3rd down opportunity to either stay on the field or score a TD. You wouldn't feel very good if you only walk away here with a field goal.
We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
And how about the response from this defense? Put in a horrible situation, horrible field position. Jesse, they bowed their necks 3 times in a row.
Yeah, and it's a sudden change situation, and they practice that all week. You never know when they're going to come up, but you have to have guys on the field playing with a sense of urgency. This has been awesome defensively.
That late in the half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. The give to the tailback. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? He'll do it himself. And he takes this one back to the line of scrimmage, a rather anticlimactic end to the first half. And the Huskers will kick it away to start the second half. Here he comes with the return. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. First play from scrimmage, and they'll keep it on the ground. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
Lost 5 on that first play, and now it's 2nd and 15. Back to pass. Finds his big tight end. And he might be known for run fits, but that was a sure and heavy tackle on the tight end.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. And what that means is keeping 3rd downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play call.
Takes it from the gun on 3rd down. Fires one high and deep. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, that's not the way to start a drive. He's brought down. A short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick.
You know, as a defensive back, you want to force the quarterback to make plays way outside, towards the sideline. That's a long throw. It requires a lot of arm strength and a lot of touch at the same time. Great job forcing the play out wide, making the big interception.
Off play action on 1st down. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
I'm the offensive coordinator. I'm thinking about chipping this defensive end with running backs. I'm leaving my tight ends in to help this tackle because we cannot block him. He's already got 2 sacks.
Finds the tight end. Still on his feet at the 45. steps out of bounds with a first down.
As a defense, it's so hard covering this guy. Because of his frame, you're not really going to match up, but this guy's also got some wheels. The hard part is bringing him down after the catch. This guy's like a giant giraffe. You're just lions hanging on his neck trying to drag him to the ground. Not easy to do.
Now on the option. He'll pitch it. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. This crowd knows they have to bring it in big moments, and one of those has arrived. The give to the left side. Breaks the tackle. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. Kennick is having a conniption fit to try to help the knee on third down. Wants to go up top. Caught behind the line. It's Parker. And they stop him just short of the stick. It'll bring up a decision on fourth down.
A nice job of awareness on defense there on that third down. You know, you're expecting the offense to throw the football, but it's not just going to be receivers or tight ends you got to worry about. You got to keep your eye on where that running back is. They knew exactly where he would be, and they were able to make the tackle, setting up for it.
And he's bounced out of bounds, but not before a very productive gain. This offense trying to quieten the crowd on first and goal, and they are not. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Huskers!
How about that drive they just put together to tie this football game up? That is exactly what we talked about in the half. Like, coaches circled them up, first drive, set the tone, tie this ball game up. That is great execution out of halftime.
Yeah, David, it looked like they really had a good plan, too. Obviously made some adjustments there at halftime, things that they would come out and try to attack this defense with, and it looks like they found something here, and that is a perfect way to start the second half. Now an opportunity here to take the lead.
Iowa has the ball back on offense. He threw a pick the last time they had it. Now they have to take care of the football. The run from the shotgun. Hammers ahead for a yard out to the 12. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Keeps it on the bootleg, looking to throw. Gets it out fast. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Flips it out to the back. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the first down. 3rd and short, and I guess the only thing they really took out of play in the shotgun was the quarterback sneak.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I like to do, Reese. I mean, 3rd and inches, I want to run the quarterback sneak, run the football, but this team fully comfortable throwing the football and
breaks into the open. It's a fumble. Scoops it up, still a live ball. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
Well, one thing...
And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. The Hawkeyes have this offense rolling. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. He's got an open man. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. And the Hawkeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage.
And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
The Hawkeyes now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Back to pass on second down. Trying to set up the screen. Hard running there. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though, how quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
Motion from the back. On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be fourth down.
Nice job by the defense there on third and long, just sitting back and keeping everything in front of them. They give up an easy completion, but because they were able to rally and make the tackle, now they set up fourth.
No good. And after the miss, they're still down by a single.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
They'll run the RPO and throw it right. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. The Huskers will hustle to the line. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. These Hawkeye fans know exactly what to do to get behind this D on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Grab near the marker. It's Parker. Almost got it to midfield on that one. He's out of bounds, a yard short at the 49. Looking to throw on first down. And to get rid of it quickly.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. Picked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat. He's run out of bounds after the pick, and a change of possession to end the third quarter. We've reached the break. It's Nebraska holding the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Off the RPO, complete. Nothing but green grass down the middle. He's at the touchdown, Hawkeye. And with that, they move out front here in the fourth.
Yeah, and a nice job in the fourth quarter making plays, and a nice job being on the same page. QB, receiver. You can tell he broke with the football. He caught it in stride, gets into the end zone. Nice pitch and catch right there. Nice chemistry by the QB and wide receiver.
Here's a heat. Trying to get it away, and he cannot. The quarterback is sacked, and so is the two-point conversion attempt. The returner will field it and bring it back. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot, and now let's see if they can pull this one out. Makes the grab.
Love the location of the throw on that slant pass. Put it out in front of the receiver, put it on his face mask so he can catch it and try to advance.
They'll give it to the back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. The Cornhuskers are facing third and inches. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. He's going to have enough to pick up the first down as they stop him at the 33-yard line.
Really good job running the ball, getting that first down. Now here comes the tempo.
Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. After the incompletion. They go back up top. Just a little bit too much juice on that one as the freshman was taking a shot.
But how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. And the Huskers headed quickly to the line.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. The RPO, it's complete. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
I mean, good news here, they get the completion. Bad news, though, not enough to pick up the first down. The target there, he's got to do a better job understanding where the first down marker is, make sure he gets the right depth on his route. Now, all of a sudden, head coach has a big decision.
Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Incomplete on 4th down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. Wide receiver going in motion. Give to the running back. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances. And that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. They're working that left side. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better 3rd down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to 3rd down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards that were there.
And the Hawkeyes will punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And no chance for the return man to get his hands on that one as it hops out of bounds. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. Things have not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. Looking for a gap. It's Scott. Turning it on! Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down.
One of the things you love about this running back is his physicality. He's got great size, and because of that, he can wear defenses down. Those 2, 3, and 4-yard gains in the 1st and 2nd quarter, they become big gains late. Guys don't want to tackle him, and you're seeing that now.
Now on first down from the 28. Dropping back, it's Klein. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have led him a little too much.
You know, it's a good decision by the QB because his intended target wasn't open, so throw it out of bounds, and you can live to play another day here on this drive.
Running back searching for a hole. Defense closed down quickly after a gain of 3. They'll mark it at the 32. Kinnick is having a conniption fit to try to help the knee on 3rd down. Leaves it with the back. Got the first down and still on his feet. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Huskers want to crank the tempo.
Well, that's kind of the advantage of third and medium, right? Is the defense, you keep them guessing. You can throw it, you can run it. That time they hand it off, they pick it up.
And you can see the D drop back a little bit. It creates a little bit of space. The running back blasts through, gets the first down.
Quarterback on the keeper. Make the stop at the 40, but it's a 10-yard gain and a fresh set of downs.
Man, this defense has to be better. You have to stop the first part of the option, and that is the quarterback. And he gets loose. He gets the first down, another set of downs. They need to figure out this plan and how to stop this quarterback.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
And if you're the defense right now, you've given up some yards on this drive, but you've got a possession lead. You just need one more stop. After that last incompletion, setting up 4th down. Do you blitz? Do you try to speed up the QB? Let's find out and watch.
And here we go. Down to score. They'll go for it on 4th down. Trying to keep the drive alive. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Boy, I really wasn't expecting a run there. Most teams in that situation look for the quick pass to pick up the first down.
No doubt, because you drop your quarterback, you can throw the ball really quickly, or he can take off and run the football. So a little bit more one-dimensional when you run the football, but if you do it successfully, it works. If nobody says anything, it does happen.
Completion to the right. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Nebraska. They've got the lead here in the 4th.
I know it hasn't always been pretty for this guy throughout the course of the game, but David, he has shown tremendous mental toughness. He just keeps going back on the field, and he keeps taking his shots. He looked really good on that last drive, throwing the football, and now gives his team the lead.
And he has struggled. That's his first passing touchdown. But in the moment when his team needed it the most, in a 2-minute drill when it's the hardest, he puts it together, goes down the field, and takes the lead for his football team.
Leading by 1, they'll go ahead and go for 2 and try to make it a field goal game. He's got the tight end. Into the end zone, the 2-point conversion is good, and now they're up by a field goal. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll bring it out. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. They'll try to put a drive together starting from their own 12. Wants to throw on first down. Got his man on the outside. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Defense dropping into soft coverage. Second down, he'll throw it. Fires left. Able to make the catch, but not in the field of play. It's an incomplete pass.
Hey, this offense has been a struggle bus. I mean, just call it like it is, guys. It hasn't been good, especially the passing game. And I'll tell you what, QB's played better games before. And I'm interested to watch. Can he stay positive? Can he finish this game off on a good...
He hurls one deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Man, you know the defensive coordinator on that play was holding his breath because in the fourth quarter, you've got one of the fastest players in the game going deep on you, and that's going to be a helmet sticker for somebody. Like, forcing an incompletion against that guy, that's incredible.
We'll send the tight end in motion. He'll go up top, maybe a deciding play here. He's got it, first down and more. Not much of a fourth down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing, an easy conversion for this offense. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. Got to get everybody lined up quickly, time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. Back in motion, trying to clear the picture. Fires to the wideout. Not in lockstep there with the receiver.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
Looking up top, and time is of the essence. The short hands, it's Staley. The offense gets a quick timeout. At this point, every second is precious. The Hawkeyes come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. Tight end now in motion. They'll go to the air on third and short. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up.
Well, if that last incompletion's any indicator, it's going to be hard to convert this fourth and short coming up. You're trailing late in the game. You've got to come up with a big completion, but where are you going to go? Where's your best matchup here on this next critical down?
Trying to keep this drive alive. Jukes his way for more. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Really trying to make that tempo work here to get a little bit closer for the kicker. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Wants to pass the clock an enemy. It's incomplete and maybe a little too aggressive from this senior trying to fit that one in there.
Passing situation, what do I want to do? I want to bring more guys that can cover guys on the outside. Nice job by this defense, running the dime package, more DBs on the field to match up with all these speedy wide receivers.
They'll move the tight end. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Slithers into space. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
Well, I know this guy is really athletic, but it's going to be hard to outrun a DB. It was a really nice job scrambling, trying to get what he could get on that third down, but there's the DB in the open field. Nice job rallying to the quarterback, getting him down. Now it's decision time for the offense, fourth and short.
Timeout called by the defense, and 15 seconds to go in this one. So here we are on fourth down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. Never a doubt for this big-footed guy. 49-yard field goal is good.
Man, that is a massive field goal. So much pressure on him. With just a couple seconds left here in the game, he knocks it through the uprights. It looks like this thing's going into overtime as long as your defense is not completely screwed.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They get the timeout called with 7 seconds left on the clock. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. Under fire. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground. Timeout is called with just a single second left. They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Might be changing the route. The inside handoff. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. Well, guys, let's play some more. Headed to overtime.
And this just feels right. Both of these teams going back and forth. So, of course, David, this thing needs to get decided in OT.
Let's see who's better. Short amount of time to do it. A couple possessions probably. Maybe one possession each. Who's the better team?
All right, guys, so here we go in overtime. And just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possessions starting on the opponent's 25.
And it's so nice to be on defense first, to set the tone, to understand what you need. Try to hold them to a field goal. The offense knows they can do their job to go out and get a win. Just 2 possessions, Palmer. Like, you got to be at your best.
Yeah, and I love the new rules, too, because in the 3rd overtime possession, it goes to alternating 2-point plays, back and forth. Who's got anything left in the tank here in OT?
First play of the first possession of OT. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Complete to the left. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
Nice job by the quarterback and receiver working the curl route. Receiver got his depth, and he fought back to the football, helping make that completion a whole lot easier.
Looking downfield on first down. Fires to the tight end. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
Now, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
He's got it and still on his feet. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. They'll try to strike first with a field goal in overtime. Splits the uprights right down the middle. And with that field goal, they now have the lead.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Down by 3, it's their turn here in overtime. A touchdown will win it. Here's first down. He's got it on the right. Now the connection takes it to the 11. The Cornhuskers want to pick up the tempo. They'll leave it with him. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And they got him down in a hurry. Nice job by the defense. Aggressive attack. Come downhill. Go get the running back. Get him on the ground.
On the option. Oh, and he can't hold the pitch, and the ball's loose. Ball bounced right to him, and he's on the move.
Good awareness by the offense. You never want to see the ball on the ground, but a nice job understanding to just kind of jump on it, make sure you keep possession.
Wants to adjust the pattern. offense will use a timeout with a critical down coming in overtime. Now on third down, and at the very least, trying to get into a little better field goal position. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, he'll lose a yard. So on fourth down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Timeout called by the defense as they want to make sure they avoid any hint of a mental lapse here in overtime. A huge, pressurized kick coming right now as this game hangs in the balance.
How great is it to know that if you can get the ball down somewhere close to the 40-yard line on your opponent's side of the field, you're walking away with at least 3 points because this dude is automatic.
One extra period didn't get it done, and we start the second OT. To the air on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Scott. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
Nice job by the running back catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
The give to the lone running back. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The noise level is relentless here on second down. Almost had the huge interception there. Man, what a change that would have been. Instead, we're looking at third down.
I love the quick decision that QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
Staring at a third and long here in this first overtime possession. The give to the running back from the shotgun. He won't get there. It'll bring up fourth down.
And you see him consistently sticking with the run, staying balanced. As you get closer to the goal line, you're thinking the field starts to shrink. Now, do I have a jump ball wide receiver out wide I can throw the football to? How am I going to find that extra space and take care of the football while doing it?
On the field goal, and they'll try to move the chains on fourth and short. On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. Lets it fly. Touchdown, Cornhuskers. That score gives them the lead here in the second overtime. Second overtime, and they'll have to go for 2. Finds his big tight end. Can't do it better than that. The 2-point conversion is good, and the lead is 8. They know what's in front of them. They have to answer that score with a touchdown. They'll start this drive going to the air. Out of the backfield, he's open. after that completion.
This quarterback obviously did a lot of film prep coming into this one. He has been picking this defense apart. With that last completion, guys, he's now got over 300 yards passing.
Wants to go up top on first down. Almost intercepted, and you just can't put the ball in jeopardy on first down in overtime. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Back to pass. Oh, they're after him. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
They just keep firing. Fires to the end zone. Pass is broken up, incomplete as they were trying to strike for 6.
Once you start to get down here towards the goal line, it's so much more difficult to throw the football. And you really want to stretch the defense sideline to sideline and use your speed and take advantage of the grass when you see it. They try to take a little bit of a shot down the field unsuccessfully. Nice job by this defense.
They're throwing for it on fourth down. That'll do it! The sack ends it as the defense puts the final nail in the coffin. I know how to sum up this game succinctly.